In this video clip, you're going to see the release sequence of almost every dog I've ever trialed in the sport of agility. Notice that there is an obvious pattern of the dog make a choice, I evaluate whether I like that choice, and I reward by moving forward in the release sequence, leading up to the eventual release of the dog. It's choice, evaluate, reward. Watch on. First dog up is my girl Stony, taken from 1996. I leave the dog when I know she's settled. I keep a peripheral watch on her. I acknowledge her sit by praising her, putting up my hand, and releasing. Next up is Twister, who was my problem child. Only dog I ever had who actually broke a start line in agility. So with her, I added an extra step. I asked her to lie down. I waited until I knew she was in a down position and comfortable. Then I let out. When I got to where I wanted to go, I would ask for a change of position. I would again wait, acknowledge that I liked what I saw before I gave the release for the dog to move forward. The same was true with Buzzy. Now, he never broke a start line in agility, but he certainly had the drive and the determination to do it. So I always had a position change. This video clip is later in his career, where I would wait until he shifted his weight back into his haunches before I released him at the start line. An obvious sequence. Then Decaf. Now Decaf is a dog I wanted to build drive and confidence all the time, so we played games into the ring. A lot of joy, but still there was a consistency of that criteria of our sequence. Acknowledge what she did is what I liked before I released her and allowed her to move forward. And now Encore. With Encore, I started adding my touch at the start line before I moved away. I then put up my hand, acknowledged her job before I released. You'll see the same thing with Feature. Touching her at the start line, acknowledging she's holding position before I move away, keeping a peripheral view of her, making a connection before I praise her, put up my hand, and release. This same release sequence pattern you can see with Swagger. Choice, evaluate, reward. Wait until he's settled, step away with my foot furthest away from the dog, connect as I lead out, praising the dog for the job that I like, and then putting up my hand, waiting till I see what I like, and then releasing.